Hey guys, and welcome to today's episode of the Mailroom, episode number 3 to be exact. Today is March the 28th of 2012, and some quick housekeeping notes before we begin. First of all, I'd like you all to notice that we're in 16 by 9. We are in 16 by 9. Now this is a great thing, as you can see, but it's also terribly and exhaustingly embarrassing because I didn't realize that my webcam could automatically capture me in widescreen resolution. So this is actually kind of embarrassing on my part, but it's kind of cool that it can do this. So here I am. Next thing on the housekeeping list is I want to get a better microphone. Currently I'm using this thing right here, which is why I'm always wearing a headset, but hopefully I can get a desk microphone or something really nice in the near future. So today on the Mailroom, as you can see, it's not a normal episode. There's no game footage yet. It's just me talking. But first, we're going to, I'm going to say what I'd like to do over the course of this episode. First of all, we're going to have what you guys have told me that you are doing to kill time until the release of Diablo 3. And the second half of the video, we're going to talk about what you guys are doing to prepare for the release of Diablo 3. And without further ado, let's go to the first game you guys are playing to kill time. The first game on the list is Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's the new game by BioWare and EA Games. It's a Star Wars-themed MMO, for those of you that don't know. I'm sure most of you were expecting this to be the #1 played game either way, because it's exciting, it is fun, it's friendly, it's sort of like WoW if the world were a lot bigger and it were Star Wars-themed. From what I understand, it has an incredible storyline. I followed the development of it for a long time, but I do not have the time or the money to invest in the game to really have a ball with it. But for those of you in the realm of the Old Republic, I wish you luck and have a lot of fun. The next game on the list is Final Fantasy XI, published in 2002. If you played this game, it is a serious blast from the past. It's my choice game to play until Diablo 3 is released, and it's 2002, so it's actually made around the same time Diablo 2 was, and I tell you, this game is built to last. It might be old school, the graphics might be old school for today, but man, when you saw those graphics in 2002, they blew your freaking mind. I mean, in my opinion, the game's still a lot prettier than World of Warcraft, and I played WoW for years after that game came out. Next on the list is Starcraft II, and my god, I hope I don't have to tell you what this game is. It's the real-time strategy developed by Blizzard Entertainment. It is one of the most popular esports on the planet. However, it is very, very different from Diablo 3, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XI, and even the Old Republic. It is extremely competitive. In fact, it is 100% competition-based. It's not a happy, fun, everybody wins sort of situation. This is a game where somebody wins and somebody loses every time. But when you win, it is one of the most rewarding games around. Very difficult, very challenging, and very flexible. Next on the list is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and I swear, if you haven't been playing this game, then my god, if you've been living in a cave. Even if you have been living in a cave, you should have played this game. This is the 5th installment of the epic, and I mean epic, Elder Scrolls series. It is the sequel to Oblivion and Morrowind. It is absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't, then you have taken an arrow to the knee. I know people are going to dislike this video because I said that. And this is also a single-player game. If you don't know what this game is, it's a single-player game. It's a really epic world sandbox RPG, and it is a massive world with massively detailed environments, loads of different detailed and different mapped out, different artistic styles of dungeons, different monsters, different quests, different goals, different builds you can use for your character, and in my opinion, it makes Kingdoms of Amalur look like Super Mario World. So, there you have it, a few things people are doing to kill time until Diablo 3 is released. Some other games people are playing to kill time until Diablo 3 is released include Minecraft and Shogun 2, just a few things people have mentioned. So, moving on from killing time until the game is released, some things people are doing to prepare for the game, a lot of reformatting of the hard drives, replaying Diablo 2 to get a feel for it, playing the beta a lot, I believe it was, oh yeah, and Onyxia for the win. Watching porn all day to get ready for D3. I'm glad. Yeah. So, moving along to actually, now for the second part of this episode, technically the third part, but really the second half, I would just like to talk a little bit about what people ask me, just answer a little bit of feedback from this week. So, for the Mailroom episode 2, someone asked me, I'm not sure if this has already been answered by Blizzard, but will the progress you make in the beta be saved, and will your character be waiting for you when the final gets released? By Bamazudi. No way. No, absolutely not. And they said, basically, this is a beta, this is for you to test, play around with it and whatnot. I mean, come on, like, your character from the beta doesn't get saved to play later in the beta. Like, they wipe all the characters every other patch. There's no way. They're not going to do that. And I think they've stated that they're not going to. They might, at some point in time, give you like a little badge or something that says, you have an account that played in the beta at some point in time. It's just something to denote the fact that you were in the beta test. But for the time being, they have no plans to do that. Nothing's solid in the works, and you definitely aren't going to keep your character or your progress. One of the big reasons is everything's still constantly changing. So, someone asked me if I could link them the Mac client download for Diablo 3, and if you buy the game, if you pre-order it from Blizzard, you can go to the part of the website, you can go to your Battle.net account and pre-download the client ahead of time, and they will have an option for Windows or Mac. And another thing I'd like to point out is you will need to find another source to download the game client. I don't know where exactly you can get it. I'm sure like FileFront. Some place legitimate will offer you a client download without buying the game, and then you can download the client and pre-order the collector's edition so that you don't have to download and install the game. When your collector's edition comes, you can just take your code out, enter it in, and there you have the collector's edition. So you'll still be later than the people that pre-order it and start at 12:01 a.m., but you'll get it faster than most people that get the collector's edition. And then for someone like me with a bad connection, I install it and then I patch it for hours and hours and hours. So you can speed that process up a little bit. And someone also asked me, what is Witch Doctor going to be like the hunter from World of Warcraft, or is it going to be like what's it going to be like, and what's the wizard going to be like? Well, to compare to, if you want to make a World of Warcraft comparison, the wizard is going to be a lot like the mage from World of Warcraft, and the Witch Doctor feels a lot like the Warlock from World of Warcraft, because it's got the pets, the zombie dogs. It's got light damage over time effects. It's very good at soloing. It has a lot of survivability, even though it's primarily a caster class. It feels good. I played a Warlock in World of Warcraft primarily, and it feels good. It feels comfortable. It feels safe. Like it's hard for you to die. If you lag like I do, then Witch Doctor is good to play because it's harder for you to die when you can't control your character properly. So that's a good thing. And I believe that is all the questions I have for today. So, thank you very much for watching. This has been episode number 3 of the Mailroom. And Friday we will have another Diablo 3 status update. I have a few topics in my head pending on what the status update video will be about. Please feel free to send me a message on YouTube, tweet at MacXTen, at MACKXTEN, or leave a comment on this video about some feedback you would like me to respond to in next week's episode of the Mailroom. So thanks for watching, and have a wonderful afternoon.